All right, guys. Got a package today from A-Main and from G-Speed. Kind of new to the hobby. I've been binge watching a lot of Harley designs and TRD adventures and Exocage and some RC review on YouTube. My roommate kind of got me into crawling a little bit. We both bought one of these 12 scale Tioga trucks, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I've probably put 30 hours on this truck already, and I really like this truck. The only thing is you can't really get shocks for it. It has 1.9 wheels, but as you can see, the tires are very small in this truck, and they're kind of like specially made for the truck, so you can't just run regular 1.9 wheels on this truck. And there is some aftermarket stuff, you know, for a high clearance transmission, or if you want to run a 540 motor in there. And I really like that truck, planning on spending some money on it eventually, but I really wanted to get a 10th scale truck. I wanted portal axles, and I also wanted a low CG build. I've been seeing everybody, you know, Josh just did two shows on flat rails and stuff, and I figured, you know, I could get the TRX4 kit and try to use as much stuff possible from the kit. Mainly I was just planning on using the axles and the tires initially, and possibly the links and the drive shafts. And then I found out that you can use the shocks, and they make the In the Works RC makes a kit, which I've already purchased. It's on the way. I mean, it hasn't been shipped yet, but it's already been purchased and it's getting processed right now. It's a kit that basically mounts this TRX4 transmission up to the G-Speed chassis right here, and it comes with a dual servo mount as well. So what I got here, that kit, I have to get a stubby motor for that kit. I could have went with a revolver, but it's a budget build. So plus I wanted to try something that not everybody else is running, just to have some fun and do something different. This is a $60 Brood Ride S 1850 kV motor. I got the sensorless, it's a sensorless brushless motor, and I got the sensorless brushless quick run $50 ESC from Hobbywing right here. I wanted steel wheels. I could have just kept the plastic wheels because it's a budget build, but I want some weight down low, and so I went and just got the cheapest steel wheels I could get. These are like 50 bucks for the 4 of them. I don't plan on using the bumpers. Right, so right here I got the chassis for 50 bucks. I got spacers. I got body post mounts. I got a battery tray, and then I got sliders. And then I also got the multi-panhard mount right here. I'm really new to this. I don't even know what a panhard is, so I'm not going to front like I know. This is a learning experience. I am going to try to run these shocks. I found out that there is a kit, mini spring kit from In the Works RC for 15 bucks for these shocks, and I think it's so you can run them upside down on the G-Speed chassis without the springs hitting. As you can see, these are pretty big springs in here. The main thing I want to find out is if I'm going to be able to run this body, this TRX4 body, on the G-Speed frame here, on the G-Speed rails. It looks, if you look here, here's a stock frame right here, and here's a G-Speed one, and it's, by eyeball, it looks to be within a ½ inch in length, so that's hopeful. You know, I'm pretty sure Josh told me I could run these stock TRX shocks on one of these, and I know I can run the transmission here on it because the In the Works RC makes a kit for it. It comes with a skid. It might even come with sliders. I don't think so, but it does come with a dual servo tray. I could have swore when I seen RC Review do his TRX4 Sport Builder's Kit build, I could have swore he said he got high clearance links in his kit. However, it doesn't look that I did. These just look like regular straight links to me. And if I can, I want to start the build off with these and just run the truck with these, and eventually I'll get some either In the Works RC or some hardcore RC links, high clearance links, you know, with some brass on the bottom and maybe some aluminum up top. I also want to be able to run these drive shafts if I can. You know, there's a little bit of, these drive shafts don't look too bad for stock. They got some metal parts and everything. I was really surprised. These axles are pretty good. They're all steel geared. The transmission's all steel geared. Looks pretty good. You know, nice bearings. Here's a spool bag. I'm not exactly sure what that's for exactly. I don't know what a spool is. I'm assuming it might go to the transmission, but I'm not sure. I'm going to find out. I do know, however, I can use these axles, and that's the main thing. I know I can use the axles. I know I can use the tires. When RC did his review of these foams in these stock TRX4 tires, he said that the foams weren't that good, and they're actually better than I thought. You know, these tires are actually decent tires. They're 48 bucks for 4 of them on A-Main. I want to use them. TRD said they're decent tires. Everybody said they're decent tires. Josh Harley said they're decent, so I trust those guys. They know a lot of shit. So I might be able to use at least the foams in the rear end. I don't know, but at this point, I'm planning on getting some Proline foams and some Crawler Innovation foams for up front, and I plan on getting. I was going to get the G14 servo, but it's direct power, and I just seen on the gspeed Facebook page, this guy was running, you know, Vanquish Curry axles, a really expensive build, and he was running the G11 servo in the Overlander winch, and I was like, man, if he's running that, I probably could too. They're only 49 bucks a pop, and TRD swears by 3 brothers, and so I was going to give them a shot because they're fairly affordable. Actually really affordable for the G11 and the Overlander winch. It's only 98 bucks for the pair. And after seeing that ran on those Curry axles and everything on a really expensive build, I asked him how it went, and he explained to me that the G11 I don't think is a direct power, is what he said, so I could run it through my ESC and don't have to have I don't know if you run it off the same battery as you would run the motor off of, just with a direct link from the battery to the motor, or if you have to have a separate battery for one of those servos. I still got to learn about that, but I want something I could run through the ESC. I think I'm pretty sure. So, you know, I'm gonna get the 3 Brothers G11 servo. The kit came with a metal servo horn. I'm gonna run the Overlander winch in this. I'm really hoping to use this body because I could have bought the Element kit and got high clearance links, just as good, if not better, shocks, and the Stealth X transmission, which I think I'm going to prefer over the stock TRX transmission. TRD didn't really give this transmission that good of a review. It's kind of bulky, according to them. You know, I don't want to run the $200 TGH transmission just yet that I can't get because everybody's buying it. I would like to try that out eventually, but this is my first build ever, let alone my first G-Speed, so I'm really looking at the Stealth X because I think the kit comes with overdrive gear. It comes overdriven, and I think it comes with the gears to overdrive it at least twice more, and I like that. So, you know, that kit is only 239 bucks, but then when you put tires, when you get tires with that kit to match this kit, and then you get the body with that kit to match this kit, you're looking at a little bit more money, even though you can, with that transmission, you can run a $20 Holmes Hobbies brush system. So you save about $50 in motor, and then you save about 60 bucks on the kit, but then you got to buy the $34 Crete body, which is the cheapest body for a V2 or a C2, I mean, and then you got to buy tires, which is going to be at least 50 bucks, and then you're going to have foams depending on what tires you buy, you know. And so I just went with this route because I was like, man, I haven't seen a TRX4 body on a G-Speed. Maybe people have done it. One thing that I'm noticing right off the get, you know, the paint scheme on this, I'm gonna go with purple with the black backer from A-Main. They got some paint, some Lexan paint, and I'm gonna go with the black backer, purple body, and then I'm gonna try to kind of mock-up stripes right here, 3 big fat stripes on the tail end here on both sides of the bed, and it's going to be green, gunmetal, and white stripes on either side, and then we might throw some green and gunmetal on the front. Thinking about putting an Adidas logo right here on the front of the hood in paint, and I would like to run most of the scale accessories on this for fooling around, and then, you know, I can take those off. But as far as being budget minded, G-Speed, I didn't go with the carbon fiber or anything. This is my first build. I just bought the $50 V3 rails, and I bought body post mounts, and then I got my spacers here. I got my little plastic battery tray, and then I got the multi-pan hard mount, and eventually, so in this right here, I got the TRX4 kit. I got the G-Speed order right here, which is just frame, the rails, the spacers, the body posts, mounts, the pan hard, the battery tray, and the sliders, which is cheaper than the kit altogether. And then from In The Works RC, I spent about $50 for their V3 X4 transmission kit for the G-Speed, which basically lets me run this transmission on these rails. And I'm really hoping that I can just run these drive lines and these links, at least to start, on this build. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that, but we're going to find out. I got some really cheap, I mean, these are good, these are quality, but they're budget minded. You know, I didn't get the wheels that have the bolted 24 bolt or whatever bead locks like I would have liked to. I just went with the, you know, I want to have some weight down on the bottom. This truck up here, my first truck, it has the plastic wheels, and this whole time I've really wanted to have foams and have steel wheels, so I have a little bit more weight down low. And then I definitely don't plan on using the bumpers at this point. I don't plan on using the frame. I don't plan on using the frame. I don't plan on using the stock plastic wheels. I don't plan on using, this is the body mounting bag. There's all the scale accessories in here, including the faux winch and the rear and front bumper and bumper mounts. And I don't plan on using the bumpers or the bumper mounts or the faux winch, but I do plan on using the rest of the scale accessories. I don't plan on using anything out of the electronic bag, except for it looks like there's, I don't know if that's a spur or the pinion gear, but it's one or the other right there. And then the motor mount and this little bag in here with the spur gear in it. I'm probably going to use that. And then I'll use the antenna tube, maybe some of this double-sided paint and the diff gear lube. So I got one more package out of this order still in the mail, and that's the In The Works RC transmission skid and the dual servo tray. And I'm kind of waiting on that to tie the transmission. Today I'm going to put together the axles. I'm going to put together the shocks partway. I don't think I'm going to throw the springs on because I don't plan on using those springs. And I'm going to throw the transmission together as best I can. And I'm going to throw the wheels partway together. I'm not going to be able to glue them today because I don't have glue yet. In my next order, which will be, it won't be the final order. I'm going to do 2 more orders on this truck. The next order, I'm getting about $50 worth of paint. I'm getting the black backer, the green, gunmetal gray, the purple, and the white paint. So 5 cans of paint from A-Main. So my A-Main order is going to have the 5 cans of paint. It's going to have foams from Crawler Innovations and Proline. It's going to have the overdrive gears, it looks like, but not the underdrive. The underdrive gears aren't in stock right now, and I don't really want to back order anything. And I'm just going to take it step by step and see how the overdrive gears do for in the front axle. And then I'm going to get bumpers. They have a steel bumper set from RJ Fab I've already looked at that are made specifically to go on a G-Speed build. They're raw carbon, just like these rails are. And it's a front and rear bumper for $65. It's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to get that. and then I'm gonna get the spring kit from In the Works RC, and depending on how these links hook up, I might have to get links from either Hardcore RC or In the Works RC, depending on how long they take with the kit that I just ordered to get here. I might go with a different link company just for time reasons. You know, In the Works RC is great, but everybody wants them right now, so it might be a little bit harder. I don't know that I want to wait 2 months to get links if it takes that long, but I am going to get their shot kit for these is 15 bucks, and then I might end up spending 60 to 90 bucks on links if these won't work with the skid kit that I got from them. I'm really hoping that I can use these drive shafts and links to make it a lot cheaper, and eventually I'll upgrade that stuff probably, but I want to have a running truck for as cheap as possible. It looks like at this point I'm probably, the next order, besides the bumpers and the paint and the foams and the overdrive gear for the front axle, I am going to get a Three Brothers RC G11 servo and the Overlander winch for about 98 bucks, 100 bucks or something like that. And I'm probably going to get the little portal extensions. For all four, it's $13, and they're actually, I don't know if you can see them in here, but there you go. All right, in this package, if you can see right there, the cylindrical little things that the wheel goes on or whatever, those portal, I guess the portal axles or extensions. I'm getting extensions of those. I guess it's a longer one, I'm thinking, is what it is to make the wheelbase a little bit longer. And then I'm also planning on getting some cheap steel hub extensions too to go on there on all four wheels, just to kind of widen it out. And you know, this rig right here, I've wanted a little bit wider wheelbase on, even though it's decent for a 12 scale. And so I'm going to get that as well in the next order. And then after that order, depending on if I have to get drive shafts and links, really the only other thing I'm going to get is a $75 FlySky GT5 6-channel receiver. Initially, I was going to go with the Pro DX5 from Spectrum, which eventually I do want to get that radio. It looks nice, but I don't even know what telemetry means at this point. And RC Review gave the 6-channel FlySky remote a good review. He said if you're going to spend under $200, this is a radio to get. And so I'm going to take his advice and try that radio out. You know, and basically I just want a radio that I could run for a couple years that's going to run 4-wheel steering or run dig if I build a truck with dig, and run lights and dig at the same time. And so that's 70 bucks. That'll be the third order. I'll get the radio, and then I'm going to get a $60 Eco battery, the 4500 3S battery, and a little $30 50-watt charger from A-Main. And hopefully we'll have a running truck about that time. Yeah, this is my first build ever, and it's my first gspeed build. I already kind of putting plans together to build a lightweight rig, or more of a carbon fiber rig. Eventually I'd like to get my hands on some 10.3 portals from Axial, and then I'd like to go with the Stealth X Element transmission and the Element custom portal kit and carbon fiber, and mount that Element skid plate, the TGRC skid plate, up to the Stealth X transmission because it's nice and light, and get the carbon fiber rails. And then I've seen some really badass carbon fiber wheels and bumpers that I want to get as well for that build. I'll probably put that on a cliffhanger body. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this body on this chassis. I hope I can, just budget-wise. I think this is a cool body. You know, it's well made. We'll see, though, if it's going to work out. Anyway, that's it for now. This is my first post to YouTube, and this is my first build. Thanks, you guys, for all your support, and I look forward to keeping you updated on this build. All right, bye.